feeling absolutely very much out of sorts today. You know, like when your alarm goes off and you instantly, you're like, oh, ooh, I'm fighting demons today. Yeah. So I'm gonna brush my teeth again, put on some serum, and maybe some lip liner. Like, doing what we gotta do. So I've been feeling this way for like 3 days, and I can't even quite put my finger on it, like what it is. I just feel a little bit like my needle is off, is what I keep telling my family. Just a little bit. Like I'm still cheery and grateful and like doing what I need to do. I speculate that a couple things that could have gone into it, could be going into it. I drank on a weekday, like girls' night. I had wine, and then I had cocktails at this restaurant that I've wanted to go to, and I'm with that usually like if it's a special occasion and like I've wanted to try these things, you know, just like indulge, treat yourself. But to be so honest with myself, I think it was too out of my routine. Like, not to be so attached to my routine. What? Hi. But like, usually when I do have, where's your doll? Where's your doll? I put it on the table. Usually when I have alcohol, I'm like, I meet myself in the middle and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna have like sugar and alcohol because I know I'm gonna wake up feeling shittier the next day. And I drank like super sugary drinks all night, like so sweet. They were delicious. They were so good. They're also really expensive. And like, I feel like that was part of it too, is I just felt like maybe wasteful and selfish. I don't know. No. Do you need a snack? No. Where's your doll? No. Where's your doll? With the dog? No. Yeah, I think your doll's on the table. Whatever. I'm trying to really fight it, record it, be like, okay, these things happen. And that's the other thing is I'm like, there doesn't always have to be a reason. I think we're just naturally going to have days. Do you want your snacks? That just feel like just a little off, because you're not supposed to feel 100% like all the time. And yeah, maybe try and put your finger on why. Like, I've also not been eating my normal, like super whole foods clean diet. And I've said, I don't think this is the case for everybody. Do what works for you. But what I've noticed is like more than any antidepressant or anything ever could affect me when I'm eating things that have like preservatives, dyes, just like super processed grain and stuff like that. Like I feel a difference. I feel cloudy. I feel not as energized, not as motivated, not as like sharp, not as in touch. So today I'm like, for experiment's sake, if that's all we do, like just eat super clean, not in a restrictive way, not to defend myself, but like, yeah. The other day when I felt like this, I was like, we're gonna go do something special. And we did. We went to the zoo and that was super fun. I'm like, okay, I'm at least able to make a big distinction between, and that's the great thing about having a kid too, is it's like, yes, you don't get to lay in bed sad all day. Like you don't get to have a bad attitude. Like you gotta show up for someone else. So I like that. That's a good feeling, and it's automatically something to feel better about. And then you feel better about the fact that you're not like being shitty. It's a good cycle. So anyways, I'm gonna do a grocery haul because I love watching those and I want to film one. First things first, some lettuce. I'm over bagged salads. I'm over them. They look disgusting all the time. Like, someone told me that the lettuce was 3D printed. Ew. So I've been getting romaine hearts, chopping them up. Look how green and just beautiful and more fresh that looks. Very entertaining. Next, speaking of preservatives and stuff, because the rest of my family eats like what I cook for them. They, granted, if I could really afford it, I would love to make like I was about to say sauce from scratch. Sauce isn't that expensive. I bought a jarred sauce. Anyways, this one's really good too. So rigatoni, having that with chicken sausage, delish. Delish. Huge thing. Saw it on TikTok this morning and have been thinking of a way that I'm like, I kind of want to, I feel like it's expensive to buy that cold brew. Like it's $5 per bottle and I go through it in like 3 days. So this is 50 cups and apparently it's really good. And I understand the way it like is espresso. Like you don't necessarily need an espresso machine. This didn't exist 100 years ago. So I'm so excited to try this and it was on sale. This is, the Nescafe Gold Espresso. I saw Intense. I was like, sold. So I'm going to do that and make a cup after this and do a taste test. To go with that, got some unsweetened almond milk. Been meaning to get that anyways, just because it's good. Shaved Parmesan. Huge distinction between that and other Parmesan. A Bolthouse Farms Ranch, the yogurt one. Been meaning to get that too. It just is like, I love the taste. With the macros on it are really good. It's just like a little lighter and a little better. Keeps things tasting more fresh. That said, this is not like super clean, but the ingredients are genuinely not too bad on these. So I'm gonna try these. Like a little salad. Maybe a little salad wrap. And then for my dessert, I got a chocolate jello. I forgot Cool Whip and a chocolate Fairlife. But I'm like, I'm just gonna make it work. I'll show y'all that too. I'm obsessed with my jello creations. I have all kinds of like cheesecakes, mousses, I have a Boston cream pie recipe I do. There's just so many variations, but I'm gonna mix this with the protein yogurt and like a little bit of regular Fairlife milk and add some cocoa powder into to make it more rich and just like forego the Cool Whip. It's okay. Because I got these to mix in. I've been wanting these for a while. It was kind of a splurge, just like $6 for the bag. But I like that texture, like super like dark chocolatey chocolate with little white chocolate crunchy chips. Yum yum. And then I got Baby Daddy his favorite gummy worms. So that's what we got. I'm gonna get into my coffee taste test. The instructions, have never seen anything more bare. It says, look, these are the instructions. 1 teaspoon, 2 tablespoons, or 2 fluid ounces. That's all. Literally 2 pictures. But you know what? Maybe we would all be smarter if companies didn't treat us all like idiots and they were like, figure it the fuck out. Figure it out, bitch. You're not smart enough to drink an espresso to make one. You don't get to drink one. I'm gonna see if I'm smart enough to do that. Okay, BRB. Oh wait, not BRB. I'm gonna talk while I do that because, listen, we have been watching Billy the Kid on MGM. We subscribed fully to a new platform, which we swore off doing, but we watched the 2 first episodes and they were so good. We were like, you know, this show's probably gonna be really good. We need a new show. It's right up our alley. We're in like a cowboy phase. So we subscribed to it. Not mentioning the fact that I think you can watch it on Prime now. With that, oh, you crushed it up in the floor? Wow. With that, season 1 was so good. Just like, so good. Was it Shogun good? No. That show was literally number 1 of, I would say like the last 2 years. That show was so good. But a book. But so we watched the first season and then we got 2 episodes into the second season. Guess what? Stopped. Nothing there. We said, what's going on? Well, during the writer's strike that was going on in Hollywood, which I have no comments on because I don't really know anything except for that it got in my way. That was a show that they halted production. Do you need more snack? More snack, maybe? Careful with the fridge. We know what happens when you run into it. You get really upset, okay? But yeah, so they halted. You want your milk? Milk? Delicious. Bop gave you so much. He gives her like a full cup and she drinks like this much. But yeah, so we had to wait like 2 months or something. I'm just looking at my first world problems. We had to wait 2 fucking months for our show, but we did, and it was hard. But so when it comes back, and I looked it up because I was like, there is no way that this is the same writer as the first season. Like, there's no way. Which, granted, no spoilers. I mean, not really. The first season covered like his whole life up until a point, and then the second season has been this one conflict, which they like get into at the end of the first season. So it has been just like, I have felt like this dragged on, just moving so slow, like just the same characters portraying the same traits with like slightly different aspects of this same conflict for, I think last night was episode 7 or something, and they're hour long, and it's just like shootouts and everything is predictable and like cheesy and cringy and just frustrating. And look, I mean, we're show people, obviously. Like if you're one of those people that thinks that like watching TV with your significant other is bad and not fun, I'm sorry, but like we love watching a show and like discussing it, and it's so fun for us. But it's been very disappointing, and I historically know like what happens. Advice, yeah, don't look up if you're watching a semi or a series that's based historically, don't look up what happens, because now I'm just like waiting for that to happen, and it makes everything even more frustrating, which it would be frustrating to watch regardless. But yeah, it's like I've never watched a show that just got this bad. Like, all my respects to the cast and crew. Like, I was really rooting for you, but it's been a real disappointment. It's been a real disappointment to see. So I'm gonna make a coffee about it. I'm gonna 2 ounces. What's that? 2 shots. I'm just gonna boil my water in the microwave. I wonder if we can just do super hot water. No, I'll do it myself. That's probably 2 shots. So that's that on that. Maybe I should blame I was about to call it a slump, but I don't even think I'm in a slump. I think I'm just... What if I told you everything, dude? I think I'm just living life. Should I make my pudding for you guys too? Because it's best when it sets, for sure. Oh, she's under the table with the dog. She has become so close. She's always been close with our... Gotta go. Don't have cocoa powder, and I'm now having flashbacks of using the last of it, unless there's like some hidden somewhere. I boiled my water. It said 1 teaspoon. Okay. 1 teaspoon, 2 ounces. It's gonna be a shot of espresso. It looks so chocolatey. I want to eat it. Oh my, that smells. I have never smelled anything better. Okay. That's a little more than a teaspoon, but like, there are no rules about it. In life, not in coffee. Okay, now that smells so strong. Mixed it together. Oh, wow. Is this the dumbest thing ever that I'm like mind blown by instant coffee doing what it's supposed to? Like, oh my god, it's dissolving. Oh my gosh, that's just so rich and gorgeous. Okay. I'm gonna redo, this was mine this morning, so I'm just gonna dump it out, new ice, and some almond milk. Is your shadow next to you? No. Yeah. Or I'm gonna do almond milk first, and then the espresso, some cream, and ice. I feel like that's how you're supposed to do it. So, okay. Need to do some laundry. Didn't do any yesterday. do like that much milk. We'll do a lot. Hey, moment of truth. This is gonna be so beautiful. Can you see? That's a worse shot. I don't care. Like great value almond milk. Here we go. Milk, yeah. Okay. That is good. Nutty. That's from this, not from that. So I'm wondering if I just used regular milk, I think it'd be a lot better, but that's pretty darn delicious. I'm very happy with that purchase. I feel like I'm saving a lot of money. I will probably finish the other bottle today. That'll be 3 coffees in a day. I don't care. Yay! Okay, let's make our mousse. I really actually don't have any cocoa powder, which I'm kind of toe up about. I don't have anything else that I could substitute really for it. So, whatever. I'm using Bro. These ratio protein yogurts, 25 grams of protein. Are we just in the dog's water bowl getting it everywhere? That's fine. Do your thing. Yes, so good. A lot, very thick, but just the flavor, like the vanilla flavor, insane. Should I add a tablespoon of this? I think that's what I'm gonna do, just to make it like very chocolatey. Where's my bowl I like to use? I like to use the same bowl for my pudding every time I do it. This one, she's beautiful. And let's just like get to it. So I'm gonna put y'all on my espresso. Let me show you how to make instant pudding. I'm of such value to this world. And take that same spoon and for the coffee. Dude, I bet some of that instant coffee would be good in this. Yum, yum, yum. So it's like, I usually do 1 Fairlife shake, but with the yogurt, I'm gonna do literally a splash of milk to go with it because I want it to be thicker. Like, much. Also, this is her special milk. I mean, she can drink almond milk too, but that one just doesn't have sugar and it makes me feel better. Sticky ass Aldi's chocolate syrup. Hold on. Perfect. Do like. See, I'm trying not to be so toe up about the cocoa powder because cocoa powder, like, thank you. I love the bitter flavor of it. Look at just my mouth. It's just so freaking good. Also, we have like one of those milk frothers, and I need it all the time, but it doesn't have batteries in it, and we don't have the kind of batteries that go in it. I need to do that. I've gotten a lot better at a lot of my old things that I used to just like write off as ADHD tics. And putting batteries in things is one that I feel like I've gotten a lot better at. But okay, it did a little bit. Now, I'm gonna put my yogurt, and look, you can see how thick it is. Like, it's a, maybe you can't, but it is a firm custard. Like, divine. So good. But yeah, and then as you could probably fucking guess, I'm sure I'm just gonna mix it all up with the powder. very innovative and genius. A lot of the times though, like my recipes, I'll use the no sugar like wafer cookies. The chocolate one is insane. The vanilla one, the orange cream. And then my favorite Jell-O mixes are the cheesecake one, insane. The white chocolate one, the vanilla. Like I usually lean more like vanilla, cheesecake, fruity, those flavors. But I was craving something chocolatey. So that's how we got here. I also sometimes would use a mixer, but I guess today I was like, I'm just gonna do things the harder way. I cannot keep bending down like this. Holy God. Can y'all stop dropping everything, please? Seriously. It's freaking annoying. I love the quality of my videos. Like when I've like made for the last like 4 years, I've made a video like every year and, you know, taken some down, whatever. But and toyed with it. I filmed so many that I never edited or posted. And it's because I was just like I didn't want to edit it, or, you know, I was like, well, if every shot isn't good, like, which I think is partly due to TikTok because so many creators are just so good at being like aesthetic and well-spoken and like, you know, that short form, fast, like no breaks content. And just like why I started doing these is I came to realize like my favorite vlogs since I've been watching YouTube since I was like 11 are the ones where it is like literally follow me around. Like if there's a lull in the conversation, whatever, like they don't cut it out. Like Trisha Paytas, to however problematic you think she is, I've literally been watching her since she had like 50,000 subscribers. And that's her videos have always just been, you know, like the ones of her driving in the car where it's like she'll be silent for 3 minutes and leave it in. But guess what? She got the video up and that's comforting to me. Like that's what I prefer. I don't feel like I'm being performed to. I feel like I'm hanging out with a friend. So I'm like, that's what I want to put out. I may have to put in the milk from her sippy cup. And I'll do it. I don't care. But yeah, it's very clumpy and thick and delicious. Oh my gosh. So good. Dude, because of Theo Von, I break out. His voice is one of my intrusive, like, mental vocal stems. Oh god, it tastes and looks like brownie butter. It's just so good. Although I can't even see it. I love it.
No.
What?
No.
No? Yeah, I do think I'm gonna have to add. And see, I will show it to you. See the texture?
No.
You can kind of. But normally, yeah, I would. Yes. I would fold in some Cool Whip. And that would really, oh, it just makes it so light and fluffy and delicious. I feel like, does anyone else remember there being like a chocolate Cool Whip at some point? Maybe there still is. I don't know. Thanks for the milk roll. Did we have a, I feel like she just soiled her diaper, if you know what I'm saying. I think that's why she was yelling no. It's like she starts denying it before I even ask. But, okay, now it's at that difficult texture stage. Oh, this is gonna be so good tonight. But yeah, I just have to have a little I'm taking such a wide stance right now. A little macro-friendly sweet treat. But I guess for me, brain-friendly, emotion-friendly. Because I ate like regular cookie dough last night. Because again, I mean, obviously I'm gonna have a sweet treat. I didn't have anything like this. And I mean, that's what I love, that I go back and forth. I talk about this sometimes, like maybe just in my real life, I don't know. But balance for me is like on the weekends a lot of the time. That's when I just like eat whatever, and that tends to be fine for me because maybe my body like anticipates it, or maybe it's placebo and I'm just like, I'm gonna be fine. But for some reason, like when I go off of my weekday routine, it's like, I don't know, like I reap consequences. But again, I'm not writing off my whole, and I've literally felt like less of a slump since I've been talking on camera to you guys. So thank you to the 20 of you that watch these. It genuinely is very fun and like more effective than therapy. I really could have made this a lot thicker, and I'm falling into a split, so I'm gonna come back when it's update. It's good. It's not exactly what I was craving. I was craving like a chocolate mousse, and the yogurt did definitely make it taste like a chocolate cheesecake, like a Cheesecake Factory, which, like, not complaining. Again, I like that. That's good. But you know when it's just like you had your mindset on something? I'm gonna eat it, and she can eat it too. It's a good sweet treat for her, but yeah, it very much has that yogurt taste. I miss the Kroll show so much. I'll eat it. That's what I may have to like switch up how I was gonna serve it. Maybe crush up some graham cracker at the bottom of a serving bowl and do it that way. And like, really needs Cool Whip for sure. Yeah. That said, I do think the chocolate chips are gonna add a lot. And I don't even love chocolate and fruit mixed together. In fact, I kind of hate it. But for some reason, my brain's telling me that this would be good with like strawberries. Is that good? I will say the yogurt does do when you mix it with the Jell-O. I mean, that's good. I'm gonna eat that. That would be also, dude, if I had popsicle molds, that would be good. What was I gonna say next? I don't know. Oh, that the yogurt makes it like clumpy, which you usually don't notice because it's all just like white. Okay, well, if she wants to keep eating that, that is fine. You want more? No. We are gonna, I'm gonna go run a little laundry. I love when I use my vlog as a to-do list. I'm gonna run a little laundry. I'm gonna put those other few groceries away. I really need to vacuum the basement. So I'll let y'all know if I end up being productive in that way. But I've loved my talking with you guys. I may close this out, just let it be a standalone like speech on slumps. But yeah, you know what? That's my 2 words. If you would ever take advice from me, you got it on your shirt. But is that like, if there's something sticking out to you that, because I do think the reason that we feel different a lot of the time is like, it's our soul, our compass being like, okay, like you're not quite pointed north, but not in a pressure way, but we put the pressure on ourselves. But then secondly, just be like, you know, if every day was sunny, you wouldn't like know to appreciate it, you know, the age-old proverb. So just like go with it. Just focus on what's good and go buy some instant espresso. That milk is really nutty, but that coffee is good. Love y'all. Ignore my governor hair, my curls are setting, but I don't know if I'll ever actually end the video when I say that I will, but I just had to throw in a little bit of a testimony. So like this morning, as I told y'all, I felt out of sorts when I woke up, and I felt a little better after I worked out, but I was like talking to baby daddy, and he gave me beautifully sound advice of like, get on your knees, put your head to the ground, like go to a quiet room, pray, like have your parents watch kid before they leave, and like really, you know, like take some intention and give it up to God. It's like, you're right. He's always right. So I did that, and I swear, like I did like probably 7 to 8 minutes, just, you know how to pray. And at the end of it, like when I looked up, I heard God say, I always feel like I sound like Jim Bob Duggar. I heard God say, but I did, like there will be signs. And I was like, okay. You know, just like, I took that as obviously that everything's better, like whatever, but in my prayer, I specifically did not ask for signs. It was just very much like going over things I'm grateful for. Like I know even if I don't know how to fix things, or if I don't know the route to like what I want right in front of me right now, like I'm giving up to you. I'm not gonna try it and spend my day thinking about what I could do, like how to do it, whatever. I was like, I'm just going to make today great as it already is and be productive and like the best me that I can be today with how I'm feeling, with what I am. And yeah, I heard like there will be signs. That's what I heard. And like when we went to the store, like we kept getting, we always get stopped for people that say that she's so cute and like the color of her hair, and she's just very social and like waves, and she does a lot, especially for her age. But today it was just like extra, and it was women that were just being like so like just playful and funny. And that was one thing, is that I was like, life is supposed to be playful and funny and light. And you know, it was these women like working the bakery at 9 a.m. just being like, she she cute enough. Like they were wearing funny shirts. Like it was such a reminder of like, be like that, like be an angel on earth. Like there are so many moments of laughter and joy everywhere you go when you look. And then I was cleaning the basement and like wiping stuff down, like really trying to deep clean, and I had the dog down there to kind of help babysit her, but they were both being like a little rambunctious and kind of getting into stuff, whatever. But I just kept being like, I'm so proud of myself that I not even that I keep my patience, because I think has been like a natural progression with postpartum and stuff lifting, like things that used to make me like really like I don't anymore. I just do my thing. And I also was just like, I'm being so productive. Like I'm so happy that I took what old me would just like paralyze me and make like all day maybe sit in it, whatever. I'm like, I'm doing so much. I've done so much. Like I love my ability to do that, and I'm so grateful that like God gave me the energy and put it on my heart that I'm going to turn today into a great day of accomplishment. And little backstory, my iPad, so I had like a much newer, like really insanely cool and beautiful one will come back iPad that one day when life was like kind of kicking my ass, she and I were leaving like a little get together that we had, and I put it was like I was using it to show someone a project that I was about to start working on that I needed it to use, like to do, and I was gonna get paid for it, whatever. I put it on the roof while I was buckling her in, and unbeknownst to me until we got home, it flew off while I was getting off the interstate, and someone ran over it, because we went back and looked at it that night. But very dead, very literally, we just left it like there was nothing you could do. So that like really devastated me as a loss. But I had an old one that I had gotten my first year of college. It was like the first iPad that had an Apple Pencil, which is the element that I need. That's the only element I need. And I had found it like before we moved here, and I had put it in like this drawer in a dresser. Well, when we moved here, some like books and stuff that it was under basically made it so that this drawer would not open. Like there was a book keeping the drawer. It was fully, I mean, and we did everything. We tried to take out the drawers above it, below it, like we stuck stuff in there, like literally everything. And I just had accepted that like unless we saw open this dresser, I cannot get it out. Like this drawer is like, there's nothing I can do, whatever. And the last time I had tried, rather than like banging my head against the ground crying because I had needed it for something else, for her birthday party decorations, I was like, oh my God, like this would just make everything so much easier if I could make my own projection, like stencils. And I basically looked at the situation being like, there's no physical human way for me to get this out other than breaking this dresser. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna give it up to God. Like something's gonna happen. Today, I'm cleaning up. I go to put something in the drawer below it, and I put it in there, and I just kind of see a little bit of light coming through where the iPad used to be sitting. Shit you not, the book that was in the way, completely down, like as if someone in there such as God, took the book, sat it down, drawer opened right up, iPad was sitting. And the funny thing is I know for a fact the iPad was like long ways in the drawer and it was sitting like facing, like, but like if you just pulled it out, like, here I am, take me. Freaked the fuck out, but just knew, like, when you know things, just, I'm like, that wasn't any, that was God. Like, God did that, the universe did that. Like, oh my God. And it was such a sign of like, you give things up, they'll be fixed. Like, because I could have, you know, sawed that drawer out. I could have kept on trying. I could have like broken my hands to keep trying to get it out. But I was just like, God's gonna do it. And it was literally, and I think it's just such the metaphor of the drawer opening up and it just laying right there in front of me. I'm like, that is with that same power, like God's going to fix everything because nothing's broken. It's just a matter of like time of how things happen. And then a box, because we have a couple boxes that we're like not unpacking because we're just gonna take them whenever we move to our own house. And one of them has like all of our like tumblers and like Nalgene water bottles and stuff like that. And it was like a little more open than usual. And I don't know if Scarlett had done it or whatever, but it was just like more open. But I had known what was in there because I had looked for my friend's Stanley that she, rest in peace, Jordan, I don't know where it is, but it'll probably show up. Like I know I had gone through that. So I knew what all was in there. Literally, I go to like fix the flap just so it's closed or whatever, and I see a thing of cocoa powder sitting in there. I guess from our last house, I guess I had put it with the like tumblers and Stanleys, and so like I literally dropped to my knees like there will be signs. And so guess what? When I finished putting her down for her nap, like I came up, I added my cocoa powder to my mousse, it fixed the flavor. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm on fire for God. Like I'm on fire for life. I think I've, whether it's like the universe, God, like whatever you believe in, it's all the same. The power of intention, like when you set out and you say and acknowledge, like maybe I don't feel the best, like maybe things feel like I don't know exactly what is happening right now or like what to do about it. Give it up to God. Give it up. Go about your day, have a good day, put in effort, like do things that you know are gonna make you feel better. And maybe they don't, like, but just do things that have made you feel good in the past and accept what is, knowing that better is in store for you. I mean,